Up to Czechoslovakia. Mullen has it in the corner, and now it's underneath the Czech player. And we get a penalty. 17:05 to go in the third period. This is the Labatt Canada Cup.
Joe Mullen has got exceptional speed, and here he uses it. And Jaroslav Bejnek, number 9, the Czech defenseman, ends up taking a hooking penalty just in order possibly to prevent a goal here. He couldn't catch Mullen, and Bejnek's not a slow defenseman either, but Mullen, utilizing his speed there, was dragged down by Bejnek.
Bejnek for hooking at 2:55, the time of that penalty. And we get a call for gloving the puck, I guess it was. So the face-off will be outside the Czech line. 17 minutes to go in period 3. The Czechs have to win this game to qualify for the medal round. The Americans can advance with a win or a tie. But right now the Czechs have the upper hand on the scoreboard, 2-1, and that second goal by Pasek late in the second period has the Czechs playing with a lot more confidence. Housley off the boards. Carpenter shovels it in across the line. There's Otto, big shot. Back out to the line as Hasek made the save. Otto shovels it towards the net, and the Czechs get control once again. Now it's Redina circling in the center ice area, killing seconds, and the Americans take control once again. Otto in across the line. Otto is hauled down. It goes in behind the net to Dolezal. Mullen can't keep it in, and the puck is cleared out and down the ice. Hasek. In the corner, behind the net, LaFontaine. Hasek covers up and gets a whistle. .16:03 left in the third period. The Labatt player of the game for the United States will receive the new Canon EOS autofocus that never misses. Stop the game with the only autofocus camera quick enough to capture all the action. The Canon EOS, the official 35mm camera of the 1988 Winter Olympic Games. Pasek clears it towards the boards. Liba gets it out into the center ice area. Pasek has it there. And the Czechs doing a good job of killing off this penalty. They just get rid of it now to the American blue line. 45 seconds left in the penalty. And here comes the United States. LaFontaine across the line. LaFontaine controls, sets it up for Gary Suter. Cross ice pass, and oh, what a play Chelios made. He saved a breakaway by Igor Liba. A little bit lucky, but Chris Chelios made the big play. Now here it is pushed in along the boards. And Hasek comes away out of the net to freeze the puck in the corner with Chelios right there.
Well, that's what defense partners are all about. Gary Suter gave up the puck, but his right-hand man and his right-hand defenseman, Chris Chelios, really bailed him out on that play.
I knew he'd do that. The second I mentioned a few moments ago that he made 5 or 6 good play passes right off there. And that same combination got themselves in trouble in the first period. Same position.
Well, there you could see that play being made, and Suter just really giving away that puck all the way across the ice. The Czech player intercepted, but Chris Chelios just made a great defensive effort.
20 seconds left now in the Czech penalty. And the puck comes back to the line. Phil Housley's got it there. It goes across to the blue line to the corner, and Suter has to come back out of the zone. Now the Czechs move down the boards. And Housley, who's played a strong game, has to come back and get things started once again for the United States. Suter across the line, dumps it towards the net. There's a chance. Went off Otto and hit Hasek. And sometimes you have to be good to be lucky, or is it the other way around? But Hasek was right in the right spot there. Icing is the call with 14:53 to go in period number 3. This is the Labatt Canada Cup. Joel Otto, number 29, has played a pretty strong game and a good, solid defensive center for Bob Johnson's American team.
You know, a big guy like Otto, though, when he gets that shot away, he can make it really whiz, but that's not the way you're going to beat Pashek. You're not going to beat him on just one shot. You're going to have to get in there and make life miserable for him, screen him, be ready to deflect that puck. You're not going to get an easy goal on it.
I don't know whether you're going to get an easy one. If that last shot didn't go in, you know, nothing's going to go in.
Kurt Fraser, big shot, blocked by the defense. There's another shot, this time by Brook, and we got the banger line out here once again for the United States. Brook, Nyland, and Kurt Fraser with Langway and Hatcher on the point. Hatcher's got the loose puck over to Rod Langway. Langway flips it into the zone. Here's Brook going after it. Brook behind the check net. In front, there's a chance. That's blocked by the defense. Brook tried to hold it in, and Couture now hustles back. 3-on-1 with Langway trying to get back. There's a chance right on. It got behind Ben Beesbrook. Nyland can't get down the boards. And here comes the Czechs once again. Ruzicka right through the center. Housley hustled back and took it away from him. Flipped it around on the boards. It comes to the line. Lubina keeps it in. And now Mike Ramsey goes along the boards. Works it to the line, gets it out to center, takes a hit, dumps it towards the corner. LaFontaine's on the ice for the United States. He goes after it in the corner. LaFontaine fighting to get it out in front of the net. Gets some help now from Ramsey. LaFontaine can't get free. Here's a chance right on. And that shot by Kelly Miller just missed. There's another shot through the crease that somehow Hasich got a piece of. Now Ramsey moves up, tries to shovel it towards the net, and instead it goes out to center, and Housley has to come back and get it. Orava around on the boards. The action picking up. The Americans starting to put on some pressure here a little bit, and Housley comes back behind his own net and gets an icing call against Czechoslovakia. 13:06 to go in the third period from Center 200 in Sydney. This is the Labatt Canada Cup.
Langway gets himself into a position whereby he creates a 2-on-1, but that's exactly what happened. Langway was late coming back with his check. There's the 2-on-1. Hatcher really didn't play it that well. However, he ends up saving a goal here. That puck trickled by Van Beesbrook. Hatcher was there. He just threw it out of the zone. Saved the day, however. Team USA giving up a 2-on-1 at a critical time in the game.
Chelios shovels it into the corner. Otto's after it there, but instead the Czechs get out to the line. Shiva absolutely flattened by Chris Chelios. And now it is Carpenter behind his own net. Up through the center ice area. Joel Otto backhands it along the boards. Carpenter hustles after it. Bobby Carpenter trying to make a centering pass. Throws it right in front of the net, and who is there but Sherbin for the Czech team. Olczyk just whacked one of the Czech players, and he'll go to the penalty box for a penalty of, it'll be elbowing will be the call, but not really the great place or the time to take that infraction.
Well, it sure isn't the place nor the time, and with Team USA down by 1 goal, watch. You can see that Olczyk got that elbow up right in the face of Yuri Sheba, and unfortunately right in front of the referee's eyes, and as a result Team USA are going to be behind the 8 ball again. They're going to have to kill this off.
7:28 the time of the elbowing penalty to Ed Olczyk. And so the Czechs leading 2-1 will try and take a little bit bigger lead in this hockey game. Langway slaps it down the ice. Hasek leaves it behind the net for Miloslav Orava. And here comes the Czech power play. Orava to center, being bothered by Aaron Broughton. Now it's Radina. Just dumps it in towards the U.S. goal. Langway gets it there and clears it right back to the line, and it's kept in. I guess it bounced up and hit somebody on the bench and came back on the ice, and John D'Amico called it right there. Maybe there's a moment to say a word about John D'Amico. For 24 years, he was as good a linesman as the NHL ever had. And I think a lot of us thought he was going to retire this year. And instead, he's told me last night he's going to do 40 games and do a little supervising. See if he likes it. If he doesn't, he may do another 25 years as a linesman. 49 years young, John D'Amico. Ruzicka struggles across the line, has the puck lost off his stick, and it comes right back out to center once again. Peter Rosal, bothered by Kelly Miller. Ramsey stepped up, stripped Rosal of the shadow. And then Bob Brook missed the pass, and it goes down the ice. Hasek will play it behind his own net. Brook gets control as Hasek lost control of it. And just as quickly, the Czechs are able to break back. Radina, smooth skating forward, veteran for the Czech national team, Yuri Radina. And the puck comes out to Brook. Now it's Ramsey. Ramsey takes the return pass. Ramsey absolutely flattened a Czech player. And here's another shot right on, and Hasek managed to make the save on the short side. The Americans buzzing around. Here's a chance as Broughton was standing at the side of the crease and just failed to deflect it. There's another shot, and Hasek got a piece of that, and Chelios was the man who took the shot once again. He's had a strong third period, Chris Chelios, for the United States. And now they decide that the Czechs refuse to move the puck, and so they'll take the face-off in the Czech zone to the right of Dominik Hasek. Mike Howie brought up a good point a moment ago as you look at the Czech bench, Dr. Jan Starszy and František Pospisil, when he suggested that the Americans have had some good chances, and it may take a fluke now because they haven't been able to score on a good chance, and as you mentioned, Gary, they haven't really had a chance to get 2 or 3 good shots in a row.
Well, I don't doubt that, and while we're talking about things in front of Hasek happening, that collision between Ramsey, number 3 for Team USA, and number 4 for the Czechs, Horava, was quite a collision. Everything went every which way out there, and then not too long after that, after the collision, Chelios got a good chance to score out there, and Hasek had to come up with a big save. So you take a good body check out there, it can help things happen in the opposition's end zone.
Now it is the Czech player Pasek across the line. One of his teammates, and Van Beesbroek decides to cover the loose puck in the crease. One of his teammates got hauled out at the line, no penalty. 10.5 minutes to go in period 3. As you look at John Van Beesbroek.
I think Van Beesbroek may have been complaining that was offside, but Rod Langway had a lot to do with it being offside, and maybe as we watch a little bit closer here, watch Langway as he trips up number 22, Yuri Sheba, and Sheba was pulled offside. I think that's what Van Beesbroek was complaining about.
Langway now works behind his own net, plays it around to Joel Otto. Out into the center ice area, pass knocked down by Carpenter, gets around the defender and tried to make a back pass with Olczyk looking for the loose puck in front. Carpenter now gets it back to the line. Hatcher's shot is deflected in front. Olczyk fighting for the loose puck, and Igor Liba has it. Liba out to Pasek. Pasek weaves his way through the center ice area. The Czechs now making a change. A lot of extra bodies on the ice. No penalty is called. At least it appeared a lot of extra bodies were on the ice. Staviana shoveled it across the line. Kevin Hatcher now. And here is Presley trying to get the loose puck. Now 2 Americans collide, and now LaFontaine gets it going. Down the boards, Miller is checked. And the Czechs break back out into center ice. Kuchera up to Pasek. Suter takes him out of the play. Black into the slot area. Here's Sherba. Sets it up. Vilks shot up over the top of the glass and out of play. 9:27 to play in the third period. This is the Labatt Canada Cup. Capacity crowd on hand for Team USA against Team Czechoslovakia. 9.5 minutes to go in the third period. The Czechs with a 2-1 lead. The Czechs must win to advance. The Americans, if they can tie or win, would move to the medal round. Kuchera behind the net. Run in heavily along the boards by Phil Housley. Out towards the line. Black is there for Czechoslovakia. Tries to make the centering pass. It goes back into the corner. Ramsey shovels it along the boards, and finally the Americans, Housley digs it out. Brook up to Fraser. Slaps it into the zone. Hasek knocked it into the corner. Nyland runs into his man. And the puck is cleared towards the line. Bob Brook keeps it in. Now it is Vlack. Run in along the boards by Nyland. Fraser got it to Nyland. Nyland hustles it across the line, trips over his stick. Gets the crowd going a little bit. Here come the Czechs. There's the shot, and Van Beesbroek got a piece of that blast. Ramsey shovels it in behind the net. And Phil Housley will try and get something organized for the United States. Up to Bob Brook. Brook just shoveled it towards the line. Knocked down there by Joey Mullen. Steered into the Czech zone. Long pass up to Dolezal. Americans changing. Here's Volek across the line with a shot that goes wide. Radina's shot blocked by the defense. Now here comes the United States. Mark Johnson takes the shot, missed the net. Mullen winds up. That shot off Arova. Dolezal around behind the net. Mark Johnson hustles after it. Back out to Suter. And this time Suter knocked his man down. And Chelios. And the Czech player knocked Suter down as well. And Chelios finally shovels it to the line. Joey Mullen steers it towards the corner. Broughton hustles after it. So does Mark Johnson. And the puck is shoveled out into the center ice area.
Gary Suter's been having a tough time out there tonight defensively. He has not been playing as he's capable of playing.
Two-line offside. I saw something there with Johnson that Howie talked about, I think, near the end of the first period, where he was suggesting that some of the Americans are not going into the corner looking for the puck quite as effectively as they were. Perhaps he was talking about the Czechs, Howie, but certainly in that case, Johnson took his time going after the loose puck.
I have to be very, very impressed with the way the Czech team has played behind their blue line. They certainly block the center ice area. They do not block all shots. Those that they figure the goaltender has a good chance on, they stay up and attack the shooter. But in key situations, they've blocked 7 or 8 excellent scoring chances so far tonight, and it's hard to make any plays through the crowd that they put in front of the net.
Russell steered it in behind the net. Van Beesbroek cleared it around on the glass. It comes to the line, but not out. Back behind the net, the Czechs control. Langway moves in, makes the check. It comes into the slot area, and Olczyk is right there for the United States. Big Joel Otto up to Olczyk on the backhand, missed the net. Carpenter goes towards the corner. Otto gets there as well. Otto tees it up, tries to throw it across to Hatcher, and now we've got a 2-on-1 break. Langway has to hustle back. Here's the big shot, and Van Beesbroek got a piece of it. It comes to the line and out and down the ice. Staviana over to Bozic. Sheba now works his way in across the line. Ramsey takes him out of the play. And Kevin Hatcher's got it for the United States. Up through the center ice area. Sherbin hustles back into his own zone, flips it around behind everybody for Liba. Then takes the return pass, and they get it out into the neutral ice area. Hasek was looking for the long centering pass. Now here come the Czechs once again. Igor Liba is checked. And here's LaFontaine down the left side. LaFontaine looking to make a centering pass. And a good sprawling effort there by Igor Liba. Now we've got a 3-on-1. Centering pass in front of the net. Sherman gloved it and pulled it into his body. And I think we'll have a penalty. 5:48 to go in period 3. This is the Labatt Canada Cup.
Well, Bedrick Sherbin is in the penalty box. He gets 2 minutes for holding on to that puck. Take a look here. Kelly Miller had lots of time. He was looking to feed it out in front of the net to LaFontaine or Housley, who were both there. Really, Kelly Miller took way too long at doing it, but meanwhile, as you could see, Sherbin was guilty, and as a result, Team USA is going to have a very opportune power play situation. 5:48 remaining in this third period.
Sherbin for delay of game is the call at 14:12. So the United States needs a goal to tie it up. There's the chance right on Hasek. Great save. Wayne Presley at the side of the net nearly deflected that shot in.
Well, tic-tac-toe, USA were really moving that puck around well. Watch, they go from D all the way across, and no sooner had they got it across than Presley right away on that side of the net let things go.
You
Once
notice
again, Olczyk has got to get in front of Hasek there and make some things difficult for him because he can see the puck too much.
That's it. As the puck goal was passed around by Team USA, Hasek stayed back in the net. So when that final shot was made, why he was able to come across and block the short side. There was no room at all except upstairs. He fell down, but he had the short side blocked along, what, knee level.
He's been down on his pads a good part of the game when the play has come in close to him, but the Americans have not been able to get the puck up over his shoulders.
Well, the only reason that people holler about going down is that when you don't come up with the puck, you're in deep, deep trouble. And 90% of the time he comes up with the puck, he's another Gump Worsley. He breaks every rule in the book and does it right.
But he makes the saves.
That's right. Fields the puck.
Johnson, long pass up for LaFontaine, loose on the right side. LaFontaine flips it toward Hasek. He just drops it in the corner nice and smartly. Chelios at the line. Chelios had a chance to shoot. Now he's hardly got a shot at all. Here's a chance. LaFontaine had right there. Presley looking to make a play, threw it back to the point, got it back. It's into the slot area, and it comes back out to the line. Chelios now will struggle to keep it in. Does a good job. It goes off the referee. It comes to Chelios at the line. He's able to keep it in. Now here's a chance, and Presley missed on the deflection. Kept in at the far side by Mark Johnson. Olczyk behind the net, back in front of the net, and there is Dusan Pasek to clear it out of harm's way and down to Van Beesbroek.
The Czechs seem to be running all around in their own end, giving Team USA all kinds of chances to score.
Mark Johnson right in on the boards. Bolchik moves up, makes the play out into the center ice area. Vilk works behind the net and clears it out to the line. And now Johnson up into the center ice area. Joel Otto is checked, and Chelios has to go back into his own zone. 30 seconds left in the penalty to Czechoslovakia. 4:15 to go in the third period. 2-1 for the Czechs. And there's an offside at the line, and Joel Otto is not happy with Sven Lundstrom. And Sven Lundstrom says, that's too bad, you were offside, and the face-off will be out here.
Well, Team USA's passing doesn't quite click either. Joel Otto has got possession of that puck. He's trying to get it across to Carpenter, but watch. Carpenter had to all of a sudden throw on the brakes, take that puck in his skates, and that just breaks up the offensive momentum there. They were complaining about it being offside, and I don't think that right now is going to do them any good. What they've got to do, Team USA, is get possession of that puck inside the Czechs' blue line and start working towards that net.
Housley works his way in across the line. Bodied along the boards. Carpenter shoveled it into the corner. Otto nearly threw it right back out in front, and Carpenter would have been all alone, but instead the Czechs break out to center. Now here's a chance. Right on the score!
What a pass. What a pass through center.
Well, that long pass, take a look at it. Number 6 right here, Chaika. He's got his head up. He just throws that puck across to number 24, Hrdina, and Hrdina lets that bullet go low side right underneath of that glove on Van Beesbroek. What a shot. That pretty much puts this game away for Team USA and their opportunity to go on any further. The Czechs with a 3-1 lead now on Hrdina's goal.
You know, you and I sit in Calgary a week ago Friday and watched the Czechs play Team Canada, and they played pretty well that 4-4 tie, and this is the first I've seen them since. But they really started on a high note, and they're finishing the preliminary round the same way. Hrdina from Chaika at 16:04, the official scoring play. It is Czechoslovakia 3 and Team USA 1. And the Czechs are back to full strength as they shovel it out to center.
Team USA might as well forget about defense right now. They've got 3.5 minutes to go. They might as well get all 5 guys up there rushing.
Now look who just went in looking for the puck, Rod Langway. It comes into the slot area, and the Czech player is hauled down. The referee said immediately, no, it was not an infraction. And here come the Czechs once again. Liba in the slot. Nyland made the check, got it out to center, and Liba just gets rid of it back into his own. 3 minutes to go in the third period. The Czechs are after it again. Pasek drops it back. Sheba with a man loose in front, and Liba nearly got the loose puck. Now here comes Miller.
Brook let his man go there, almost as though he was giving up defensively.
Housley down the side, takes the shot, missed the far side. Ramsey keeps it in the zone. It bounced off the glass at a strange angle, and it comes out to center. The puck is knocked down with a high stick. This is the Labatt Canada Cup. Team USA bench, frustrated, I'm sure, by some good scoring chances that have been taken away from them by Dominik Hasek, who has played very steady goal for Czechoslovakia's national squad. 2.5 minutes to go in the third period. 3-1 for the Czechs. And the play in the center ice area where Gary Suter sets it up. Chris Chelios missed a body check, threw it into the zone, and Hasek leaves it there for Harova. He just gets rid of it to center. Ruzicka couldn't get to it. Suter played it off the boards. The Czechs now just spread out, take 5 parts of the ice, and play keep away. Chelios. Finally, it's flipped into the zone by Presley. Carpenter, or LaFontaine buzzing around there. Presley missed a check, but lost control of the puck. Rosol gives it to Harova. Harova tried to flip it by Carpenter, and Carpenter took it to the boards. And now Chelios, who's logged a lot of ice time as well in this third period, works it out to center. Olczyk flattened in the center ice area. And we will get a penalty for tripping as a result of all of that, with 1 minute and 37 seconds to go in the third period.
Well, you know, before the game, Howie said that Team USA were going to have some offense today, and they're going to have to score at least 3 goals in order to advance to the medal rounds. The score is sitting here 3-1. The problem with Team USA is they have not had a Wayne Gretzky or a Lemieux who could go out there and offensively really create some big scoring opportunities. They've had plenty of chances in today's game, but they really haven't had those guys that can salt it away for you.
Well, I got to go back again, gentlemen, till still basically a game of speed and stick finesse, all other things being equal. If you can't turn another team chicken. And the Czechs tonight, and 20-30 times, have taken a great opportunity of their speed, both on offense and defense. And it's a lack of speed, the lack of mobility that has cost, I would think, Team USA all kinds of scoring chances.
Now the official Kaisla and John D'Amico are having a little bit of a discussion, I think, about the nature of a timeout. Bob Johnson has his crew huddled at the USA bench. And in fact, we have a USA timeout called now. Lubina for tripping at 18:23 is the penalty. And as you look at Bob Johnson, here are the standings. If this result should hold up, and it would seem to be a reasonably certain result with 1 minute and 37 seconds to go, Canada and the Soviet Union with a game still to play. Sweden, having won already, moves into third spot, at least with 6 points. And the Czechs would move ahead of the United States for the final playoff spot. And
I'll tell you something, gentlemen. There's a heck of a lot at stake in that game later on tonight, Canada and the Soviet Union, because in no way do I want to play that Czech team. No way at all.
If the USSR loses that game to Canada, then Sweden would finish in second spot. And the Swedes, with 2 early wins and playing very well, didn't play so well, but managed to beat Finland. They could finish as high as second. Here's Suter's shot. Doesn't get through as it's blocked by the defense. Suter gets another try at it, and that went high and wide. Chelios keeps it in. Mullen behind the net. Mullen takes the return pass, back out to Chelios. Here's the shot right on. Hasek sprawled. Mullen went looking for the loose puck. Good play by Peter Vilk. Back out to the line. Suter's shot blocked by a defender, and it goes out into the neutral zone. The goal is empty. Van Beesbroek is on the bench. Here's Phil Housley. Across the line. Otto was loose. Housley couldn't get it to him. Hasek steered it around on the boards. Kept in by Suter. Mullen. Housley. Mullen behind the net. Right in front. And it comes back out as Suter cannot keep it in.
when Bob Johnson called that timeout, it was obvious what he wanted done. Just jam the net and shoot away out there.
Hasek gloves the puck and goes for a little skate. And gets a whistle with 38 seconds left in the third period.
Bob Johnson knows that his club's had a very difficult time tonight trying to put anything by Hasek. And so what he had said, obviously, during the timeout was, guys, shoot away from the point out there and get in front of that net and jam them. They had 4 guys out there as Van Beesbroek is out of his net. 4 guys out there in front of Hasek trying to create some difficulties for him. He's been able to see the puck all night long.
This will be a disappointing loss for the United States. They got off to a decent start. They had a pretty good draw. They got 2 relatively easier teams to play before they met the Canadians and the Soviets. And things have gone downhill since that time.
Well, they have had some difficulties in the latter part of this schedule. However, it has not been without effort. They have really played with a lot of intensity. And let's face it, this has been a great hockey game tonight.
I have to second that. Great positional play by both teams, some tremendous checking, great goaltending at both ends, and again, the Czechs with their fleetness of foot and the wizardry of the stick. Their handling of the puck and their passing and pass receiving is first class.
And number 2 standing in the nets has stood very tall indeed for Czechoslovakia in this game, because the Americans have had some quality scoring chances, and Dominik Hasek has really showed you why he is a good candidate for player of the game. So 38 seconds to go in the third period. The puck comes back to Chelios, across to Suter. There's the shot deflected just wide. Chelios hustles after it. There's another shot. Hasek managed to deflect it away. Housley tried to throw it in front. The puck is on the mesh. Hasek has lost sight of it. It comes back out to Suter. Another shot right on. Another chance. Scramble in front of the net. Mullen missed the open side. And Hasek is able to clear it around on the boards. 15 seconds left. Here's a chance for Otto to back to Suter. He missed the net. Chelios controls it at the boards. Another chance right on. And Hasek squeezed it between his pads with 5 seconds to go.
There's a sign of unbelievable goaltending. There was a shot that changed direction halfway in. His legs were apart, yet he got them together and made the save. Not going to beat a great goaltender in the 5-hole.
Well, not even with 4 Team USA players standing in front of him, milling all around him. They still can't put that puck in the net by him. You could see that Big Otto was trying to wrestle that puck off, and then they just kept shooting away from the point. Suter had a good chance, but there's no way. Hasek gets down, but at the same time when he gets down, Howie, as you had said, he can see that puck all the way, and boy, he is quick as a cat.
There's the shot. Watch this.
5 seconds to play in the third period.
Hasek must have felt like he was in a pinball machine there. It just kept going on and on and on.
Well, the Czechs managed to tie it up in the slot area. They shovel it out to center, and Czechoslovakia is going to the medal round of the 1987 Canada Cup.
Well, no shame on Team USA's part by losing a game like this. They gave it all they had out there, but they were beaten by a more skillful hockey club. The Czechs really were impressive.
Yuri Erdina just gave his stick to some young fan here in Sydney as a souvenir.
Well, you see some of that emotion that we were talking about earlier. They're a pretty happy bunch of guys right now for good reason.
So the Czechs finish up 2-2-1 for 5 points. The United States, after winning 2 games, lost 3 in a row. And for them, Canada Cup has turned a bit sour. But were it not for that gentleman, Dominik Hasek, 32-year-old goalkeeper from Pardubice, Czechoslovakia, the Americans might be moving on. The official awards presentation is about to take place. We'll meet the players of the game.
The last player of the game for Team Czechoslovakia will receive the complete set 10/1988 Olympic Winter Games coins, courtesy of Canadian Tire. It's number 2, Dominik Hasek. The Labatt player of the game,